Hi there, I'm Curtis Elmy, and along with my business partner, Trevor Ciona, we own Atmosphere Interior Design, which is a design firm located here in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, in Canada. Trevor and I met 27 years ago, and at the time, I was a graphic artist. Trevor was just about to start applying to interior design schools across Canada. And at that time, he was accepted into a couple of schools. We decided that Calgary, Alberta was going to be the place that he would go and finish his degree in interior design. So together, I sort of moved along with him. Once he graduated, we were at that crossroads of what do we want to do? Do we want to move back home to Saskatoon and look for work there? Do we want to stay in Calgary and do the same thing? But ultimately, we had a strong connection back home. We wanted to be close to our friends and family. And we made the not very popular decision at the time, because Calgary is a very big city and Saskatoon, where we're from, is relatively small. We only have a population of just over 300,000. But we did decide, family and friends are really important to us. And we made the move back to Saskatoon, and there wasn't a lot of great opportunities for employment. And we decided, let's just start something on our own. I mean, when you're young and naive, you really don't have a lot of fear. And it's kind of almost the perfect time to sort of jump in and see what the future could be for us. And it really worked out. In the whole world of, post-pandemic, where it was working remote, we've always felt that we've worked remote our whole careers. We sort of built this great office as our own design resource center because we're very far away from design centers that facilitate designers. So we've created an office that has a full library of fabrics, wall coverings, sample library with tiles. And we really rely on reps right across North America to send us samples when we're looking for inspiration. We reach out to all of our reps who are extremely helpful in getting us the samples that we need. We take a lot of trips. We turn a lot of personal vacations into shared work vacations where we are doing sourcing and looking for inspiration. And the world has gotten a lot smaller over the last few years, and it has allowed us to grow as designers, where early on in our careers, we would lots of times get our door shut in our face because, where are you? What's that? And it's really hard it's a lot of money for companies to invest sampling, and we understand that. But so it took a long time early in our career to really validate to people that we were a design firm that had a lot to say and that we're really sort of making our mark right across Canada and across North America. One of the special things about being sort of a medium to high-end luxury designer in a small location is that we really see a very wide range of clients. We don't have a set size of a project for a minimum for atmosphere interior design. We really just are looking for an opportunity that allows us to be creative. So we work at an ideal client for us is somebody that has a good vision, that is inspired by their own project, but really needs someone to take the reins and to guide them, to be their sort of liaison. And I always compare our work to that of a great high-end hotel concierge. We're really there to, provide the design options for our clients, but also you need to be there as a support system, whether it's, renovations and new builds. It's a very emotional process. And it's every time you work on a project that involves sort of money and sort of timing and disruption to your everyday life, you're really more than just a creative source. You really become, that person that they lean on. The pandemic taught us a lot of things. There was a lot of challenges during that time where it was supply chain. It was all sorts of things where designers in every industry, it doesn't matter, it was interior design or anything else that was facing the same challenges. It just makes sourcing and finding things to complete a project very difficult. And right now, I think we're going through sort of something similar. There's trade wars, there's all kinds of, political, challenges that are really starting to, play a part of, our everyday lives as interior designers. But it doesn't, like anything, again, starting our business from a small town, we were used to challenges. This is nothing new to us. And I think all it really does is it really focuses or forces you to be even more creative than we were 10 years ago. When you find something that's absolutely perfect for a project and then it's no longer available, or you can't get it in a certain timeline, you always feel defeated. And that's just always been a part of our industry. I think now it's just amplified. I think there's just a lot more noise, and there are a lot more disruptions that we sort of have to just get through somehow. And I think that is ultimately any business owner's biggest challenge, is just overcoming things that are outside of your control and to really focus in on what you do best. And that for us is to be creative. And now we just have to flex different creative skills to get the things that we really, really want. We know that our clients are going to love. Kitchens for us have sort of become a sort of a signature. A lot of people reach out and recognize that our kitchens have something unique and something that they've never seen before. And I love jumping into a kitchen design. I think it's one of those things, one of those spaces of room that there's not a lot of room to change the overall feel of a kitchen. Every kitchen has a set number of appliances. They're typically, similar in size. But you have to find a way to create something very new and exciting. And I think that a kitchen can be one of those spaces that dictate the rest of a home. And it's a great place to start because it does hold, it has plumbing, it has light fixtures, it has flooring, it has countertops, it has furniture. It has all of the things that you're going to need to pull together the rest of a design. And I think the kitchen is a great place to really get a client excited and to really narrow in on what the rest of this house or what the home is going to feel like and look like. It's one of these unique situations where a lot of people think, they tell us, oh, if I had to work with my husband or my wife or my spouse, I would kill them. We would not be together. We cannot merge the personal life with the work life. And for whatever reason, it really works for us. And I think our clients really get a good sense of the trust that we have in each other and sometimes the tension that we have with each other. I mean, we don't always agree, but we're always honest with our clients, and they see that, creativity and understanding how we get to the end result takes a lot of give and take. And we're on, full display with that. Trevor and I have one car, we have one phone. We work together. We also obviously live together and share our lives together. We go to the same gym. We have the same personal trainer that we work out with all the time. Obviously, our friend group is close. Our families are close. So we're very unique that way, that we've been able to share 100% of everything in our life. Trevor just does not love technology. He's a touch feel kind of a guy. And we have one phone number. I call it his burner phone. He has his own phone, but he never uses it other than listening to music at the gym. And then when he gets home, it goes into a cupboard and he doesn't look at it. But it is what works. I sort of become the communication guy. And he sticks to the creative side, which is totally fine, because you have to, rely on your strengths and, work on your weaknesses to be able to build a great partnership.